Okay, the prayer today is, the Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary, and his understanding is no one can fathom. He gives us strength to weary and increase the power of the weak. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Amen.
Amen. So on May 4th, for maintenance, I approved and executed a service contract agreement with Geauga Mechanical to perform upgrades to the chiller at the courthouse annex as needed and as further described in the descriptions of work attached as exhibits A and B, and provide any other services at Geauga County buildings as requested by the director for a one-year period effective May 4th, 2022, in an amount not to exceed $8,000. And for transits, approved an unpaid medical leave of absence for Nicole Sunick, full-time driver for up to 98 hours, not covered by accrued sick and vacation leave during the period of May 2nd, 2023, payroll number 10 through May 19th, 2023, payroll number 11. This will extend the probationary period by the number of days, hours used. Additionally, I accepted the resignation of Donald Geddes, part-time driver, to be effective May 11th, 2023. Items number 2 and 3 are motions to clarify the motion that was approved last week with regards to the pay increases.
Do you want to read that, Kristen?
The Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board amend the motion from May 2nd, 2023 to further clarify the action to read. Approve a 5% increase for 2023 effective with payroll number 1 to adjust the wage scales and compensation of the non-bargaining unit employees, current and active, under the hiring authority of the Board of County Commissioners, including current job postings, along with a 3% increase for 2024 effective with the first payroll and a 3% increase for 2025 effective with the first payroll, adjusting the hourly rate by routing to the nearest penny. Doing them together?
Yeah, let's do it together.
The Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board approve a 5% supplemental increase within the payroll funds of each office and department within the general fund to cover pay increases, with the exception of the clerk of courts, prosecutor, sheriff, and juvenile probate courts, as those departments have already granted, received, and/or budgeted for their pay increases. Those departments outside of the general fund will be responsible for processing the necessary supplemental appropriations regarding the increase.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Loman?
Aye.
Commissioner DeWar?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, today's financials include supplemental from the commissioners and into various general fund payroll accounts for the approved wage scale adjustments, cash transfers from the general fund to community development for their second quarter 2023 operational funding, and a cash transfer reversal from water resources from the original was from 4/11/2023 that was found to be an ineligible transfer. This was them trying to move some of their construction funds out of there into their debt retirement. And initially we were told by the auditor's office that the way that we did it was not correct, so we reversed it and then did it this way. Well, then we found that the second way that we did it was ineligible, and the first way that we were doing it was
Correct.
probably the correct way.
Okay.
So we're still gonna do it a bit different and just pay several debt payments directly out of those construction funds until the money's all used up. So,
Very good. Okay. So
and then there's travel requests from ADP to attend the Ohio Association of Public Treasurers Finance Officers Training, a contract purchase order from the commissioners to the Geauga County Sheriff to reimburse for asset forfeiture funds that were deposited into the general fund. Another travel request from Common Police Court to attend the Ohio Court Evidence by the Numbers training, and a purchase order from Water Resources to Ohio Machinery Company for a Caterpillar Model 305 mini excavator. Among the vouchers are $402,415 from the Commissioner's Office to Corsa for the 2023 property and liability insurance premiums, This was up about $41,880 from last year. And our revenue certifications from ADP, Community Development Transit, and Water Resources for additional unbudgeted revenues to received in 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Lundey.
Yes.
Mr. DeBoer.
Yes.
Mr. Spillier.
Thanks, Adrian. Good morning. You doing, Shane?
Good morning, good. How are you?
Great.
So this will be the last batch of projects for us this year. These three projects represent the final group of projects for 2023. Items 5 and 6 are road projects that will have Ohio Public Works grant funding involved. And then item 7 is our annual striping program. So we'll get started here. Item number 5, the county engineer's office requesting the board approve and execute resolution 23-059 to order the asphalt resurfacing of Brakeman Road, County Highway 22, Section A, of Manning Township. This resolution also requests the board approve and execute the title sheet and specifications for the same. Further, this resolution sets the bid opening on Wednesday, May 31st, 2023 at 2 p.m. Notice of this bid opening will be advertised on May 11, 2023 and on the county website.
Okay, I'll make the motion.
Second.
Mr. Lundey.
Yes.
Mr. DeBoer.
Yes.
Mr. Spillier.
Yes, Gene, real quick, as far as for the striping, then how do you guys determine that? Like which roads and we can do it? I mean, you don't do every road,
We do approximately 1/3 of the highway, the county highways each year.
Keeps it in kind of a rotation then?
Yeah, and any roads that we paved the previous year are painted with road paint. And our program has a polyester paint, which is a
Has a lot more durability?
Yeah, so we repaint last year's roads, and then in some of the Amish areas, they get a more frequent edge line, and then certain heavy traffic roads will get more frequent. But it's about every 3 years we do this for each of the roads on a 1/3 basis.
And then whatever contract you have with a certain painting contractor, you open it up to the townships and possibly the municipalities?
We do, yeah, in the past, we did it incorporated in the project, and that created some complicated fiscal issues. So we opted to go back to the way we had been doing it before. This project will only be county roads, but once we're under contract, we will invite the townships that wish to have striping performed to benefit from our bulk unit pricing, and many of them have taken that option and used it successfully to get their roads restriped as well.
It's very helpful.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. Item number 6 is the other paving project. The county engineer's office requesting the board approve and execute resolution 23-060 to order the asphalt resurfacing of Mumford Road, County Highway 24, sections A through D in Troy Township. This resolution also requests the board approve and execute the title sheet for the specifications. Further, this resolution sets the bid opening for Wednesday, May 31st, 2023 at 2:05 p.m. And notice of the bid opening will be advertised on May 11th and on the county website.
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Lundey.
Aye.
Mr. DeBoer.
Yes.
Mr. Spillier.
Thank you. And last item, number 7, the county engineer's office requesting the board approve and execute resolution 23-061, order the application of pavement markings on various roads in Geauga County year 2023. This resolution also requests the board approve and execute the cover page and specifications. Further, this resolution sets the bid opening for Wednesday, May 31st, 2023 at 2:10 p.m. Notice of the bid opening will be advertised on May 11th and on the county website.
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Lundey.
Aye.
Mr. DeBoer.
Yes.
Mr. Spillier.
Hey,
Very good.
hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, have a good one.
You too.
Ronnie, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. I don't know what you do.
Good, good.
So, on this corner, you have to initial on each page,
Okay.
and the contract was.
All right, we'll probably pass on this one.
It goes this way.
In the show. Okay, I'm here to get an agreement approved with Company 119 for the website design, development, and training for our new website. It'll be a total of $14,520.
I'll make a motion,
Second?
just discussion real quickly. So company one thing, how did you come up with company 119?
ADP, that's who has been doing all the,
Oh, okay. So this is broken up at 14,520?
yeah, there is, yeah, I'm sorry, I should make that down a little better.
I mean, I've seen these, over the last, obviously, there's been several of these.
Yeah,
But I was just
there's-
curious how company 119, was that just told the Department of Aging, that's what you're gonna use?
That's through ADP has it, Jogga Transit.
Okay.
That's who they've been working
So there was
with.
no option in that? That was just,
Not that I was,
okay,
Commissioner Lennon?
yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we have to actually sign.
Can you give me?
Okay. Good morning, how's everything?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Community and Economic Development, we received 6 applications for our CDBG block grant, and we would like to ask permission to advertise the whole public hearing number 2 on May 23rd at 10 a.m. And it'll be advertised May 11th and on the county website.
At 10 o'clock?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, good deal.
Very good. So move.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner
Right.
Spillier?
Thank you. Good morning.
Good. Steve?
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
All right, we have 4 items this morning. The first one is we're requesting the board approve and execute service contract agreement with SA Communal Company Incorporated to perform 5-year internal pipe inspection and replace gauges and perform hydrostatic pressure tests of the fire department connection as required by NFPA 2550 Merritt Road Garage in the department for a 1-year period effective the 9th of May, an amount not to exceed $5,610.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Hi.
On item 11, this is requesting the board approve and execute resolution 23062, approving ARPA Act of 2021 Berkshire Heights Sewer Connection increase for certain properties. It includes 9 properties with an increase ranging from $4,350 up to $7,000 for a total of $50,100. In the past, we've brought a couple of properties that had laterals where it came out of the house. Last week we had one missed it by 3 inches. So the elevation of the 9, 3 of these additional requests, the actual existing service comes out the back of the property. So in order to get the line all the way around the property, 2 of them, per the original design, require a grinder pump installed to pump back up to the sewer just because of the way the topography of that development was. So that was part of the original. So the increased cost to install the grinder to run, it's a directional drill lateral and then an electrical connection into the house. That's where that additional cost above and beyond just the straight up to 8,000 we had. And then the remaining 4 are those cases where we have, some elevation differentials from where it was left in design to where it actually comes out of the house. Can't achieve that, even that 0.6 minimum. So those are there.
So that's a great use of the ARPA money, I believe, but so going forward, with these pumps and such, those are going to have a lifespan and some maintenance costs associated with them, that will be on the homeowner at that
That's
point.
turning everything over to the homeowner.
Okay, just to be clear.
Yep.
So one parcel had a grinder
Two will have a grinder, and that was that was actually part of the original design. The grinder pumps were purchased as part of the project. They're just, so we have them sitting at the garage, waiting for their actual installs. The additional request is because of the length of the bore for the lateral connection, the force main piece of it, and then the electrical into the house, so.
Excellent.
At the end of today, we'll have 50 parcels tied in.
Is that right?
50 of 113.
113, yep, very good.
I talked to somebody last week, they were super happy with all the response they're gonna get from your department with
That's
the.
nice when you flush your toilet at work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Very good, okay. I'll make the motion.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
The next item, number 12, we're requesting the board rescind the motion on January 19th, 23 for resolution number 23-009 that approved the use of ARPA, Act 21 Expenditure Services Center Water System Upgrade Program for construction services in the amount of $560,000 as the project is being covered by other project funding and grant awards. And that other funding came through Dave Joyce's office. So we're turning back that 560, and we'll be utilizing the money from the federal government.
So that was, you're just rescinding the request, correct? Yeah.
That wasn't actually approved.
Or was,
Yeah, you guys-
oh, okay.
you guys
great.
approved
Oh,
the
I got
request,
you,
so
okay.
there, so it's-
Okay, very good. And that was worded through the, Dave Joyce's office, through the
Yes.
structure? Yeah.
Congressionally directed spending.
Okay, very good. Okay, so move?
Second.
Questions to you? Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Our last item, we request the board approve and authorize Mr. Dvorak as the designated representative to execute the OWDA authority acknowledgement of payment commencement and summary of final loan amount for the Bainbridge Water Line Extension Project. And this is just authorizing the final amount. Will go back into repayment. Actually, we saved about $100,000 on that project, so it'll be lower.
Excellent. Okay, so move?
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Following any questions? That's all we have.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Give me a chance to do that, to sign this stuff.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Good time.
The next two items deal with our lease with the Bureau of Motor Vehicles downstairs. We're up to the end of the first term of that, so this is just addendum number 1 to extend the lease with the state by 2 years.
Great. That went fast, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that lease started before construction was done because they needed to get in to do work.
Correct. No, that was a brilliant idea, getting them in the same building. Yeah. Very good. So move?
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Yep.
The next item is to place Mike Kerzinger, Network Administrator, on paid administrative leave beginning this past Friday, May 5th at 12 noon until further notice.
Okay, I'll make the motion.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Yeah, and that's, just so we're clear, that's in no way, implicating Mr. Kerzinger or anything, that's just standard policy of the county?
That's right.
In cases like this?
Whenever there's a question,
Okay,
I'm on paid administrative leave until the issue can be addressed.
okay, very good.
Yeah.
Just one more thing with our IT, and, to be safe and to protect Geauga County and Water Resources Department, I'm asking to pull the credentials from CSJ Technologies and Mike Kersinger, just to protect the situation.
Yeah, so do they, their administrative credentials, they've been, the status of that with,
I do not know the status of
through ADP?
And then Friday they were doing something, but
I saw an email from the auditor, you know, that they were gonna, as far as anything related to the county, but I don't know if there's any other equipment or anything else that is related to that needs to,
Yeah, I don't
I don't know. if Steve-
ADP's pull on, we'll just take them off the network.
Okay.
Network.
Okay, all right.
But if we could look into that, I'd feel better. I mean, since that situation, I've talked to a lot of commissioners across Northeast Ohio. They had suggestions to do this, do that, do this, and this was one of them, to pull their credentials so that they can't get back in either from their laptop at home or whatever. My personal laptop at home, I'm a realtor, and I'm on it. If something happens to my computer, I call up my IT person, which is in Bainbridge, and he can control. It's like magic. It's like he can control a lot of things and can fix my situation from his office. So that's why I'd feel better if we could look into and pull the credentials for Joe Camino, CSJ Technologies, and my person. Okay, thank you.
Do you want to vote on that, or do you just want to request?
I don't think we need to have an official vote on it. We're just non-paid administratively, so. What we have to do on our side to keep that from happening.
Okay,
Item number 17 was a request that came in from the Girl Scouts of Northeast Ohio. They will be holding a gold award for all of the girls that achieved their status. In June, there are 32 across Northeast Ohio that have reached that level of award, and 6 of them are from Geauga County. So we're requesting to approve resolutions for each of them for each of their gold award projects to be presented at that event in June.
All right, we have a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Commissioner Levin?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
We have one additional. Jared? That's on number 18.
Oh, yes, this is a resolution to approve a separate fund, Monsanto settlement fund. This has to do with a lawsuit that, I forget which city,
Long Beach.
Long Beach had filed against Monsanto regarding the weed killer,
Roundup.
Roundup. That there was a settlement agreement. The county is in that because we have an NPDES permit, National Pollution Discharge Elimination System permit, through the EPA regarding our MS4 sewers, which is all the phase 1 EPA work that the engineer's office, soil, water, and water resources have been doing, the checking on the pipe, the discharge pipes discharged during dry weather. So we received
$17,414.03.
in order to cash that, we need to put that money into a separate fund, so this is just creating that separate fund.
And where would that money be directed against?
That money can be used specifically under the agreement, or the settlement. That money can only be used for testing of systems with regards to any of the possible contaminations.
Okay.
What we can utilize that for would be for the phase 1, MS4 phase 1 program that, like I said, the engineer's office, water resources,
Okay.
soil and water have been doing. So
And they would have access to
testing,
those?
there's testing that they still need to do on pipes, whether that's, testing of the water coming out of the pipe or running a camera up the pipe to see what may be providing, where the water may be
Okay,
coming from.
and then, so you'll notify those departments, make sure our office will notify them that this money's available for it?
Yeah, we'll have a discussion with them.
Okay.
How they see it.
Okay.
This would be utilized.
It's better than a poke in the eye, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And what was it all about, Gary?
It's, $17,414.03. That's the copy of the paperwork was received. It was actually sent to the recorder's office, addressed to Sharon, and Kristen contacted me and was like, do you have any, is there a settlement agreement that went through? And looking into into it, I discovered that it was connected to the MPDS permit.
Good.
And had her reach out to Joe and Carmella, and I know Carmella sent an email to you guys about it with an idea. Unfortunately, I don't think it fits into the parameters of the lawsuit requirements. And so in going back and forth, this was the avenue that we had to go forward to get it deposited.
Good, okay.
All right.
So I need a motion on our resolution to establish the new fund.
So moved. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Second.
Commissioner Lenny?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWart?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
And we have a lot of signing.
Anything? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Diane Jones, Auburn Township. This question is for Jerry Morgan. In regard to the settlement fund for Monsanto, is there an expiration on the time when is the last time those funds can be used, given your current information? Okay, not available at this time. Is there a court case that you can reference so that we can check that?
I can, Diane, it's long, so when the meeting is over, I can show you the case number.
Cool, thank you.
It's all part of the packet that I have in front of me. There's 362 pages associated with the lawsuit, so you'll have
Okay.
lots of reading to do.
Yeah, just if I get the case number,
Yes.
that's
No,
fine.
yeah,
Thank you.
definitely go to.
Okay, I'll check with you. Thank you.
Roger? Very good. Adam? Good. Things are going well over there? Good.
Sure.
Everyone saw the news article, I'm sure by now, so.
No.
Yeah, so we, at the health department, we had an audit conducted, I'd asked for it to be done, and we found, about $757,000 in services that were provided, funding that was received and services never provided for business owners. So we're working through that with the team now, and the board will meet likely May 24th and decide what they want to do with that. My recommendation was to pay it back to the members of the public that were impacted.
Yeah.
So
That was the inspection permits?
Yeah.
For your,
They call it House Bill 110, but it's semi-public sewage.
Yeah.
So it's businesses that have septic systems.
Yep.
Privately or publicly owned.
I think they were about $80 a month I paid.
Yeah, they
For
vary.
about 12 years I paid it.
Yeah, they can vary a little bit, but on
Give me my
average.
address for my check.
I know where to find you, so.
It's in the mail.
Yeah, so we found since about 2010 to 2022, roughly about $757,000 in inspections were not performed, but the money was collected.
Wow.
We did 97 of the 200 and some inspections just last year with the team, so.
No, I appreciate it, and just to be clear, that was prior to you being here, and you've done, been very proactive in getting that cleaned up and getting the inspections going again. For whatever reason, prior years past, I don't know
Something happened.
I don't know why they weren't performing it, but they were definitely collecting the money.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you being forthcoming in that and helping to get that cleared up, and whatever the outcome is, we'll deal with, but I appreciate your work on that.
Yeah, we're going to post the audit today. Actually, I just got the final confirmation back, so the actual audit document will go live on our Facebook and website today, and then we'll have a little comment thing on there about it, so that way the public can at least look and see what we're looking at before we go further.
Thank you for your total transparency.
Yeah.
Trying.
So as far as some of those inspections, was there anything created that there was an actual inspection done, or just never was done and just never?
Yeah, so that was one thing that we had a private firm come in, because I used to do audits for a living. You want something that's unbiased, and obviously if you work here, you're semi-biased. So the documentation for inspection varied from literally nothing to inspection being performed. And the ones that we could not verify inspection was performed for was about $757,000 over those, give or take, 10 years, roughly.
So there's not like an actual checklist though that was completed just to basically say we did it, but they didn't actually do it?
No. Yeah, because there'd be multiple documentation that'd be in there, that would, you'd have enough where you'd definitely say like, hey, I went out there, and there just wasn't enough there to verify it, so,
Okay.
based on that, that's about where we're at right now.
I appreciate you doing that.
No problem.
I was contacted by Portage County. It's that time of year to schedule a meeting with the Portage County Commissioners for the detention center to do, there's tax budget is involved, but there's also apparently some excessive cash carryover that needs to be addressed, and there's a couple of loose agenda items. I have not seen them yet, but Mr. Leeworthy contacted Amy about getting something set up in June. They're looking at possibly a Tuesday at 9:30, and they're due to come here. So we can do Tuesday the 20th. We don't have session that day because it's after a holiday. We could do that Tuesday, or we could do it at following, if we were looking at 9:30 in the morning, but I tried to explain to her that our meetings are at 9:30 in the morning on Tuesdays. So if you can look at your calendars and let me know what would work for you, either if you want to do it after our regular meeting on a Tuesday and maybe come up later in the day, or look at Tuesday the 20th on a non-session day.
Have they forwarded us those financials yet? Have we seen it? No.
Not yet. The board did meet, that she did say that in the email, that the board has met, but I have not seen any paperwork. And I said to her, I said, Amy, have you gotten anything at all from them? Have you seen any reports? Have you? She said, I have had nothing. They've gotten nothing on their end either. And so Mr. Leeworthy contacted her about setting up the meeting.
When we go down there, it's their meeting time. We come in a certain time,
I
for the
know,
public
I
hearing.
don't know why they do it that way, because it's not actually correct.
And their judges,
Because it's a separate board meeting,
so the judges have already convened and met and come up with a budget?
yes.
Okay.
I'm good for it. I mean,
Yeah, let me shoot some dates at us and we'll.
I'll look at my calendar and get back.
Okay. I told her I would talk to you guys about it today and
Okay.
get something worked out.
If you could have made it just part of the, at the end of the meeting here, for 10:30 or something, I'm good with that too, so.
So Geauga, Trumbull, Solid Waste, that's next week, right?
Yes. What's not on there is the ABP board meeting today at 2.
1?
1 or 2. Is it 1 or 2? I thought it was 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it 1? It was scheduled as a special meeting.
And that playground grand opening, that's on same time as our meeting.
Correct.
Yeah.
They moved it to the 16th the same time as your
Okay.
solid waste meeting. I have not heard from Trumbull County that would be, has been canceled, so I'm assuming it's moving forward.
Okay.